100%. The B2B is where we want to go after. We have about probably a dozen and a half contractors that buy from us on a regular basis, and we want to develop that more. We get to about 100. So that's kind of I think that's where that would be helpful, is going to do the B2B and going after other installers that would buy stuff from us on a repetitive basis. So I agree.
Yeah, so I mean, let's look. I'm just going to use this as an example. Um, and I'll plug this into ChatGPT because it makes life easier. Can I have 15? So I'm just telling it I want similar industry codes. So then I don't have to take the time to think about it. So the system's set up so we are able, or so you are able to put multiple requests in at once, as long as it's comma separated. And then when we do that, we have 181,000 plumbers, electrician companies. And for the record, these are companies. So we do two things. Everything we do comes from government records if it's not a lead. It's all built from different profiles to get a good profile on the lead itself. But there's also other things we do where it's separate, but we can go by licensing. So real estate agents, right? That's a little bit easy because there's 2 million of them. Insurance agents, it's easy. There's 2 million of them. But if you start getting into electricians in Florida, there's only 50,000. And then maybe 20,000 are above the age of 60 and don't really do much anymore. So there's different ways to go about finding all the different things, but we just found this was the least expensive way to do it. But yeah, this would be your target. Is there any age range that works well, like a small business, big business?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Like you said, some guys that are older are kind of semi-retired, not doing as much. That's a really good question. I don't know what the best demographic is, because we want people that want to do a lot of kitchens and baths, and want to grow their business and hopefully grow with us. So I don't know what that profile looks like. I don't know what age range it is, but I know a lot of the older guys that come into our building supply business are like in the 60s. They're semi-retired, might do 4 or 5 kitchens a year. But we want the guys who are doing a lot of them if we can. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so I mean, let's filter like between 30 and 50. Let's take a look how that goes. So between 30 and 50, and maybe we want a bigger company. So we want people that have more than 5 employees listed. So, okay, maybe we can go a little higher. So we have 31,000. Now let's say we want people with more than 10 employees, probably like 5,000. Oh, wow. So yeah, I mean, this would be a good filter where you're getting the owners between these ages. These are the number of employees. So they all have more than 10 employees. You can see 6613. And if we want to save the list, we can say larger contracting companies. We can save the list, just type in the number. And now we can see that this email, if I refresh quick enough. Oh man, did they send me to spam? Did my own email account block my emails? We'll send that 400. I sent the same email to myself 3 times, so maybe it's recognizing it as spam. No. All right, not sure what's going on there, but it would open up like this, and then you're able to view the file and actually do what you want with all the information. Put in your CRM, to a dialer, or whatever your method of marketing is.
Yeah, that's what we do. We put into we use Go High, a white label version of Go High Level. So we just dump it in there and just do a dialer, or send out a text campaign if we can without getting. I know they changed rules recently with the text campaigns. Yeah, we do. Yep.
Yeah, so if we have, I mean, we do that too. We just have stuck in our little iframe. Very useful when you're in here. Right now, you have to put the data in as a CSV. You can't instantly import it yet because Go High Level doesn't have that API. But yeah, that's the whole concept of this whole thing is inexpensive data, lowering the cost, so then the sales are equally, coming in.
Cool. And I guess I saw I'm on my actually iPhone because I was driving. You can filter by state as well because you had different states in there. I'm guessing we do it like Maryland because I'm in Maryland. Can we filter by zip codes as well if we want to have a certain zip codes around like our like 50-mile radius where we are?
Yes, and you can. And that's why I use ChatGPT, which is just to say, hey, can you give me a 50-mile radius from this
Got it.
code? Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the right way to do it.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
And being you mentioned Go High Level, I'll mention this. This whole system set up as a white label. We built it as a white label. So anyone can become a data broker, either using our databases or they can resell their databases, all of that. So like we're signing up a broker for free because he has 3 million timeshare owner leads. So we're white labeling his database basically. So he's going to have a little slot right here that says timeshare data, timeshare owners. And we can sell his leads through our account and he gets compensated on the back end. So
Could we sell? I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't even think about that. Could we possibly be a reseller of your leads as well?
yeah, so the system's designed in 2 ways, right? So Phil's gonna get excited listening to this.
Yeah.
So
he's like, my time to talk.
so the whole system's set up to be a growth path. I mean, like